Hello, and welcome to The King is Watching. Right, we're going to be giving it another go. We've got some good upgrades as well at this point. We're hoping to get the extra troop limits, the starting troop limits as well, these. They're not like the ones on the yellow upgrade path where it's you get an extra upgrade that you can purchase in game. No, these will just give us straight up more from the beginning, so that's what we're saving up for next. And we're, currently going for the first threat level, and we'll get started right away. Let's see what we're facing. The Goblin War Lady. We're used to this then. Right. We'll get started. Lovely, lovely. Go. And we'll speed things up a bit. Right, let's go with, I guess, some trees down here. And some farms. Peasant huts, we're going to need 2 of them. We're going to need plenty of wheat, not just to build these things, but to recruit some guys. And then we're going to need some actual wood. We'll get these built. And we'll get some wheat. And that should give us enough to harvest our first 2 guys. There we go. And then we want a market. We're going to go bone pit. And basic production, we'll go with gold and prophecy. We'll go, denarii. I do like some denarii. A barracks, lovely, and then some resources. Well, if that's the case, we'll go for the lower amount of enemies. We're going to go, interesting. Kingdom infrastructure. We can just get 3 lots of kingdom infrastructure right off the bat. That's going to be interesting. We'll get a sawmill for 3 from this event. Okay, we'll get a bunch of wood. A bunch of wheat. We need quite a bit of wheat. And we're going to need a bit of water as well. And we'll get to work on some more troops. Right. Okay, the enemy is straight through us. But we'll have more where that came from in a second. We lose a sliver of health on the base, but we're otherwise fine. Kingdom infrastructure, we get... legendary tile enchant. Requires oil to build. 50% boost to production can be placed over existing buildings to enchant the tile to instantly, but will cost 50% more. Or does not need to be watched to work and produce any resource at random. Or we can get a tavern. Provides 10 morale while active. The fairy fountain will just give us a bunch of random stuff, which can be pretty good, especially for getting like resources we wouldn't normally be able to. But a legendary tile enchanter is crazy good, we just don't have any oil right now. And betting on getting some is a complete crapshoot, so I'm going to go with the thing that we can get down the line here. Like, we will be able to get this going. We can increase our unit limit already, so we're going to. There we go, getting some water. Right. In fact, in the meantime, getting some gold as well. Right. Losing a decent bit of health on the castle here, but now that they're distracted, we easily kill them. Health is a resource after all. Recruiting assassins isn't awful, but having a second line of DPS, I've found that having like ranged DPS is very good. Sacrifices black sheep, receive permanent morale for each sheep sacrificed. You know what? I've not built one of these yet, and I'm kind of curious because we're getting 1 permanent morale, so we can get an. There is a building that will give us black sheep, and I think it's just like a levy barracks that you have to get as a reward, and it potentially will have that. I see it offered often enough. We're managing to deal some damage here. I think we're going to get at least 2 of them dead, maybe. No, not quite. We'll lose a lot of health. We'll take some gold. And we'll go with a hero statue. Right. Now what do we want built? So actually we're gonna need some iron at some point here. Right. We can now build a gold mine. I'm going to mine this gold mine and I'm going to replace it with a fairy fountain when it's gone. We can see the trader now, we've got 80 to spend. Have we got anywhere that will give us... No, we haven't got anywhere that's going to give us those sheep. Sawmill production boost. Passively increases damage dealt by and HP of undead troops by 5%. What have we got here? When your castle reaches 0, so this is like a 1-up. Not bad. Gain 2 wine when you kill an enemy. Reduces the third king's ability cooldown. I've not even unlocked that. We're going to go with the wine. I like it when I get a resource for killing things. And I think that one of our buildings was... Yeah, I think the archery was wanting ore, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Right. Anything else need ore? Can I just spend it all on this now? I can. Right, on that note... this requires ore to build them though, so we won't be able to get more ranges until we get some iron outposts or something. Yeah, we're going to need like an iron mine or something. These are about to run out. Artifact. Temporary crossbowmen at the start of every wave. Sounds good. Levy barracks. We will go with... Well, there's nothing for black sheep, so another bone pit. Why not? Iron mine we need. And then I guess we'll go for a clay mine. Base construction. Prophecy. Going for the Denari, obviously. Levy barracks, sure. I'm not that fussed about spells, but we have to pick one, so we'll go for the somewhat easier one. Building upgrades I very much like. And there's a veteran barracks. Maybe that'll give us what we want. Ah, the volunteer. I think normally we blame the volunteer here, don't we? And get some basic productions. And we're gonna go for crystal mines, and we've got some clay. We'll replenish our wheat fields. So we've just used one. We'll just use a tree. If we don't replace them, they will eventually just go. So we want to watch out for that. We'll put these here. Okay. Well, we've got them. Ooh. 5 flower and skeleton death. Archers stun enemies at full HP for 2 seconds. That's kind of awesome. But I do like 3 resources, and we do have more of those types of troops, so we'll go with that. I'm going to get some water. That should allow us to build the fairy fountain then. Once we've got enough, it will take a little while. Ooh, we're out of troops, aren't we, at the moment? Right, let's get some. Hurt the walls, which also means they're distracted. Though those guys that just came in have dealt with them. But we should be fine. We need to improve our gaze as well. In fact, let's do that. Right, we need to be a bit more careful for a while. Ooh, archery or bone pit? Let's get an archery so we've got some extra capacity for them. And this, we actually want to try and get a thing for black sheep. I'm not sure that they come from these boughs. You know what? A longbowman camp seems kind of cool. I'm gonna get one. Right. We're nearly on enough water, but ooh, right. We've got a lot of troops. Not for long though. But we pull through. We've got them. There we go. Denari. Spell. Ground fire. Sure. And we'll go for, I guess, another longbow camp. Right. Suppose we'll just pop that there. Right, and let's... Getting all this water is taking a long time. There we go, and it's on the more efficient tile, so that should be pretty good. We are starting to need a bit of wheat. I would like to increase my gaze again. It's going to take gold now, which is simple enough. We just need to save up some cash then. Okay. Hell, if we wanted to go all in on slingers, we could. Hospital heals your injuries while active. A gold mine is pretty good. Provides morale, not bad. Gain 3 ore when you kill an enemy. Receive 4 random spells upon picking this artifact. Both of these are quite good. Longbowmen set enemies on fire. Okay. I'm going to get the metal mask. Again, I just like getting more resources. I'm very much an economist type person in strategy games. Right, troops are back up to full. We'll get producing here. Can this produce gold? It cannot. Basic construction cannot be a gold mine, unfortunately. We'll get some more water. Ooh, this is a big reward. Right, artifact. Getting 3 crystals when we kill an enemy. We are getting all our resources from just murdering people at this point. It's kind of funny. The barracks, Black Sheep Barn. We finally get one. So it's from a levy barracks. I was correct in my initial guess. We want the gold mine because I've been complaining about it. A big crystal mine is pretty good. We'll create the Denari. The spell is going to be... applies movement speed and attack speed debuff to enemies in an area. Yeah, rather than get some crystals. I just got a building that will give me more crystals. Right. Lightning mages. Lightning mages. Is there anything here that isn't crazy difficult? Like, okay, let's go for not lightning mages at the end, but get a building upgrade. Lightning mages are pretty nasty, so maybe we can go wallbusters midway to get this advanced production. The cursed crown, we typically wear this, don't we? We're on 40 morale from our wine stock. Oh, that's the point as well. Yeah, while we've got wine, we deal bonus. We get bonus morale, so we deal bonus damage, and we're getting wine from killing enemies. So we kill enemies, and then, yeah, we've had this before, haven't we? Where we kill enemies to get wine, which then buffs us by providing morale. So we end up. Yep, this is going to be funny. Yeah. Well, literally, it's like we're drinking the enemy's blood to gain their strength. Like it isn't actually it, but it is in my head canon. Right. We need a gold mine. And we're going to need wheat to get it, so get on the marketplace. We need up to 64, there it is. What else do we want? We want that Black Sheep Barn and the Worshipper's Sanctuary, so we need some wood there, and the barn is going to be crystals. There's the wood. Here comes the crystals. Right, Black Sheep Barn. The Worshipper's Sanctuary. We need gold for the sanctuary. Not a lot, but just a little bit more. Right. And each one gives us permanent 1 morale. And this is why I hate lightning mages. Yeesh, that's rough. What do we need to produce one of these? Crystals. So we're going to turn these crystals into permanent morale boosts. For now, we're just going to recruit some more peasant troops. Ooh, actually, we're going to struggle because we're out of wheat. Hang on. Don't be selling wheat on the market at the same time. In fact, let's swap this to flour. We can sell the flour we're getting from our skeletons when they die. And that actually gives us a good amount of gold as well. Okay, we're at unit cap. We can increase that soon. And we should. This could be rough. Problem is that they're going for the mages last. So I'm going to go for all these first. Yeah. Let's get some more troops. Gate is damaged. We need a brick factory. Right, we've got them. Okay, more mages on the way. We might have to use a spell to get through this. Okay, it did a bit, but nowhere near as much as I wanted it to. Get some water, then we can make more skeletons. Debuff them, it's not gonna work. A bit off more than we can chew. I need to take lightning mages more seriously. I really do. We'll give it another go. We're only a short run. The Warlord this time, not the War Lady. Right, okay. I think we've still... I think I might have faced him once, maybe? The Warlord? I think most of the time it's been the War Lady I've beaten. The Goblin War Lady. I don't remember their names, don't expect me to know. Right, speed it up. As much as health is a resource, I need to stop being as greedy as I am being with it. Right. Okay. Looks like one of the slow tiles is the well this time. Right, this should be a nice, easy, quick kill. We lose 0 health. Amazing. Slingers, no. Gnomes are kind of funny. We will go... Slingers though, again, just having something ranged is pretty good. Iron Mine and Prophecy, we're going for Denari. We're going for Basic Production, and then I guess just whatever's easiest. Advanced Production, we're definitely getting that Denari. We're going to go for the Advanced Production, and we're going to go for the Prophecy card. Right. Every time we come across this one, I've not got the grapes for it. So we're just going to defile it to get the permanent morale. Right. Let's hope we can get as good a run going as last time. Like last time we had a really good run then. But I got too greedy. I mean, granted, you do have to be greedy. The run was going so well because we had been greedy. Oh, and I forget sometimes we can, yeah, we could have maybe raised some peasants, or we might need to use these a bit more often. Right, and we lose 9 health, but we get through the wave. We're going for, let's see, what do we need now? We need a bit of wood. Then we can get the market. We'll be selling the wheat. So we're going to need some iron. Ooh. They're upon us, and we're losing health pretty quick. Right, down to 80 health. We are slowly chewing through them. Down to 73, we beat the enemies. Denari, and then we get some production. Right. We'll go clay, and our advanced one is produces furniture. Right. Or animal farm, which gives us meat in exchange for water and wheat. Or a fuel pump. I think you can get a furniture shop, which gives you like upgrade currency for when you're back in the meta areas, like permanent upgrades. You know, I think we can get that going. Maybe we might just be doing like a currency grinding run then here, which would be rather interesting. Okay. Right. Down to 70 health. The archers don't get as distracted as the regular troops. When you start attacking them, they do go for you. Right, briefly resurrect dead bodies to fight for you. Yep. Sacrifice black sheep, receive a spell for each sheep. Adjacent improvements start working without them needing to be watched. Yes. Monument to the King's Gaze. I'm of course going to go for that. We need this slinger tree up. We can nearly afford it. Now though, we're going to need to get these going. Right. And the enemy is down. Okay. Madhouse, Bone Pit, Monument to the King's Gaze. Let's see what else there is. Carpentry, Frag Bomb. Now these are all kind of rubbish. Cupbearers isn't bad. You know what? Can we afford both? We can afford both. We should use both. Monument to the King's Gaze. We will require a lot of magic. We'll need iron bars, so we'll need a forge. And we're going to need a lot of gold, like a lot of gold. But if we can get that, this becomes automated, which is kind of huge. Slinger's tree is finally ready. And it's going to need... Yep, there we go, we've got some iron. We can finally start getting serious about our army. Ooh, both are really good, but I do like regaining some HP, especially with the amount of grunts I typically use. Some iron is always good. Great Bush's Big Well gold mine. We need gold, that's going to get us it. In addition, Ooh, hunters that slow down enemies with their ranged attacks is not a bad idea. Or we can just get some swordsmen. They require ore, but I think we can do that. Prophecy, we're going to go with a levy barracks, and then I guess some basic productions. There's an artifact for 7 slimes. There's more slimes there. I think we can... I know the slimes are pretty bad. We'll not take that second one. We'll get some infrastructure there. But I do want that artifact. We're going to get more morale here from this event. It's the crown one again. We can't produce more than 8 troops at the moment, so we don't need that. We are out of wheat, so we'll get this going. Denari and barracks. The barracks is going to be, I guess, it looks like we're going to maybe... I guess we'll go for the Assassin's Temple. I really want to try that black sheep sacrificing stuff though. It sounds interesting at the very least. Right. Swordsman barracks. Actually, let's move this here. Swordsman barracks there. We're going to put the... We'll put the gold mine down. We'll put it there. We'll start mining. And we're going to try and get this tile enchanter put down somewhere. Oh, and right, we want to get the gears upgraded too. Right, we nearly got them. This thing is actually really hit hard, don't they? Very nice. Wheat field and legendary tile enchanter is really good, but I've not got any oil. Well, fuel, whatever you want to call it. I think we'll go Worshipper's Sanctuary. Now we just need to find the black sheep thing for it. Right. Build this here. Build that there. Do need the extra troops. Fill this back up. We're going to need a little bit of extra gold. And there's the upgrade. Boom. Clay mine there. Assassin's Temple can go here, I guess. Oh, they all died quick. Yeah, slime's bad. We got most of them. That's on a sliver of health. Our assassin is absolutely destroying them. We've run out of grain, that's a problem. Right, basic production, iron. We need iron. Champion units stun on enemy attack. An enemy once every 20 attacks. Receive 4 random spells upon picking up this artifact. I guess if we get any champions, I think, are these champions? They count as grunts. Ugh. I'm guessing they're like glass cannons then, cause let's see, damage per second 33 compared to 10. And the slingers, which I think hit hard, do 8 actually. Guy in mine would want some wheat. We can place that there. We can get some water and go for a blueprint table, I guess, soon. I guess this will become a iron mine, I suppose. Trader, what can we buy? There isn't a thing that produces black sheep, is there? No. There's a golden sawmill though, which is pretty good. When troops fall in battle, a dreadful creature will rise from their remains, has a cooldown of 140 seconds. Pretty good. Get all those buildings and that. There's swordsman capacity by 2. I'm tempted to just go with the golden sawmill here. I think I'm going to. And I want some, yeah, I want some water. Okay. Lovely. Artifact, we get 1,000 water. Might as well. We haven't got the third king ability unlocked yet. Chain lightning. Pretty good. Iron mine. Gold mine, and it is a basic one that produces the sheep, isn't it? Well, if we want to reroll it again, it's going to cost a lot more. Forget it. Right. Lightning mages are bad. We shouldn't face them. However, let me reiterate that a bit. Right. We shouldn't face them when there's another enemy hitting the front line for them. Like, well, when they've got like a tank, but Goblin Shaman and then just more lightning mages isn't that bad. However, we probably want to swap those. So 3 goblin giants. So they're not just regular goblins, they're giant ones. But a levy barracks, I wouldn't mind. And then we'll leave this last one at the end here. In fact, yeah, you know what? Yeah, leave these till the very end. Because that's just more backline units. So I've got no frontline units stopping them, so... Right. We'll kill the boar. Right. Get our troops replenished. I've got an iron mine. We did just get an iron mine. But it would be... You know what? Yeah, we'll go sawmill. Because then I know we've got enough wood to upgrade our troop units and things. Right, so we're absolutely annihilating these, or at least we were for a second there. That's the problem with this thing, is they're really high damage, but very easily killed. But I think you can upgrade the health, if I remember correctly. We are running out of fields slowly but surely, so let's get that. We have a swordsman barracks, don't we? So we'll get another. Why not? Right, the gold is about to run out, but we can build another one pretty much right away. Boom, there we go. Okay, now let me think. What would we want to do next? We do need to replenish troops, we should get right on that. Though we're going to need food in order to do that. And we'll stop this from trading any food away now. Their frontline unit is dead, now they've got to deal with my regular units. We've got a swordsman up front who can take a few hits. There we go, lightning mage dealt with. And we go for... don't really like these. Black Sheep Barn, there it is. I'm going to try this out because I want to. Can I swap iron? It's a 1-for-1 on iron. Ooh. Furniture is denarii. We just need some more clay, and it produces. We then need gold bars, not gold bars, sorry, iron bars, and that will produce furniture, 2 furniture, which will then 1-for-1 denarii. Okay, interesting. Black Sheep Barn will require wheat. And the sanctuary is going to require clay and some wood. So I want to work these tiles for a moment. And we're nearly there. We are going to need crystals as well. We will need some crystals. And we also need more troops. Let's get some out. They don't deal much like gate damage or anything, so this shouldn't be too horrible. The problem is that their attacks bounce off of units onto others. Yeah, that's probably more suited for weaker enemies, isn't it? Probably. Hello. And they are dead. Veteran barracks, we will go for pumpkin field? What? Recruits pumpkin warriors. Requires a ton of water to initially produce, and each one requires a ton of water to recruit. Okay, well, we can't really do the other ones. So I guess we're making a giant pumpkin field, apparently. Right, okay. Interesting. We still need, yeah, we need crystals and some sort of forge to get iron bars. The next trader, which I think is coming up, yep. We probably want to consider instead like getting like buildings if the ones we want are available. So we want iron bars and crystals. Grab the denarii, look at the trader. There's a winery. There's an animal farm, there's a vineyard. You could get a vineyard and a winery here, that's not an awful idea. Black Sheep Barn, Militia Camp, Peasant's Hut, Tavern. Increase swordsman capacity, or each time you cast, each spell you cast has 30% chance of being cast twice. Get more. We can just buy some metal. And get a winery and vineyard. It's not a bad shout, to be fair. Okay. So we want crystals. We've got, is that a boss wave? It is a boss wave. That is going to be painful. Right. Well, we can increase the limit here. Build some more troops. And the winery and vineyard will be... The vineyard just needs some wheat. The winery will need the grapes. Right. The warlord has arrived. Our wine stocks are up, so we're nice in the battle. We've got a load of bonus morale, which means bonus damage. We also need to get on top of our troops here. We still need a lot more iron to get those King's Gaze monuments up, if we want them up, which I think we should, because it's just... It'll mean a ton of resources. Our economy will skyrocket when we get it sorted. We are out of wheat. Again. To recruit some peasants, it won't take a lot, so... We're at full health though, so just give it a moment. We can afford to wait a sec. Summon the peasants, get these other guys in as well. Can't see his health bar, it's blocked by the walls, but we can watch the number there if I hover over him. Out of wheat again. We might need to start looking at wheat fields because we're getting very low. His health is extremely low. More wheat, more wheat. And he's gone, actually. Established production. We were asking for crystal mines. We've got them. A legendary artifact. Reduce all ability cooldowns. Next 3 buildings, all resources are returned. That's huge. Because we have some extremely expensive buildings we need to build. Ooh, incineration, yeah. Big boom. We'll recycle this. I need to get into the habit of recycling more because, yeah. If you recycle, you do get some denarii back, which can be quite good. Artifact, yep. Established production and some infrastructure, I guess. And ooh, goblin mages, they're nasty. because they'll have some frontline units with these. Yeah, loads of goblin crossbowmen, goblin lizards. I don't know if we even want to be facing anything extra. I think we're going to keep it a bit easier for now. Can't greenlight the production this time. Yeah, let's get the resources. Sure. Is it the dragon? No, it's the Hungering Maw. So this is a new one. Precisely how this monstrosity came to exist is fiercely debated by terrified scholars and tavern drunkards alike. Some say it's a goblin warlord who made a reckless pact with with eldritch powers. Others insist it's a demon that was imprisoned by ancient dragons and force-fed goblins, admittedly. Something dragons might enjoy. Whatever its origin, its hunger is legendary. The Almighty is legendary and alarmingly literal. From the abyssal void within its grotesque maw, fresh goblins spew forth, fully formed, eager to rampage and ruin. It's unclear if this is an intentional strategy or simply indigestion. But either way, it's extremely inconvenient for everyone involved. Approach the maw with caution and preferably with someone slower than you close behind. So it's just going to be like a giant void that opens up and just spawns goblins forever until we get up to it and clear it out, I'm guessing. Right, we can build the winery now. So that's something. Right. Winery is about to be built. We just need now, all we need is a means of... Where is it? Getting some more iron bars. If we can get all this sorted, because building... Actually, we've built that and it's refunded the... Oh, I'm an idiot. I said that thing was huge because we'd be able to build, say, like a king's monument, and it would refund the cost. But I think we've just built 2 buildings, so we've got one more building we can build before it wears out. So we can build one more building and get the resources back. I don't think we're going to be able to get to the monument of the King's Gaze before we've used it all up. Yeah. We could just look at what an expensive building would be. I mean, I could get the pumpkin field for free and get all that water back. We could build the carpentry, which is it's not that expensive, admittedly. Actually, crystal mine is fairly cheap. Actually, I'd probably say the pumpkin patch, if that's what we're wanting. We do need to replenish our troops before the enemy gets here. At least we've got a one-time use nuke. I wouldn't mind a trader though, and we're not going to get one for a while. Because we could have maybe bought some iron and... Right. Oh god, they're shredding us, which is not good. We do get the artifact. Wood when you create a unit. I mean, anything that improves our economy is good in my book. Right. We really need some more wheat fields. We are on our knees for wheat fields here. Oh god, it's that firing line. It's a firing squad. We're gonna have troubles with this. We're getting some of them, slowly but surely. As more of our grunts and swordsmen arrive, those slingers are getting... They're slightly slowly thinning their numbers down, but we haven't got enough wheat to get through this really. We're gonna struggle. Oh dear, here comes the next wave. Wheatfield is about to run out. I don't think we're even going to make it to the end here. I think we're going to run out of wheat. What's the reward of this one? Kingdom infrastructure. Next one, if we make it through. Well, it's a lot of enemies. We might have to use that nuke. Yeah, we're going to have to use that pocket nuke. We really are. Are we out of wheat already? We are, yeah. We are out of wheat. They are bashing on our doors and we cannot do very much. Pumpkin warriors. We're going to have to use them. We have no choice. We must summon a pumpkin warrior. He has to save us immediately. Here's hoping that pumpkin warriors are really good. We need a wheat field. We have to get a wheat field. We didn't get one. Talon Enchanter. Oh my god, it's just a giant pumpkin. If need be, no, not that tough. What are the upgrades? Increase damage dealt by an HP of pumpkin warriors by 30% and increase capacity. Yeah. Got him. Is the pumpkin warrior attacking my walls as well? Or something? Because it looks like they kind of are. Are they actually hurting the enemies? Cause oh, they got one. All that and they killed one enemy swordsman then, in an attempt to save me. We ran out of wheat then. Literally starved to death. Right. Extra troops. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the... I'll have to keep a better eye on that. Clearly. Because by the time I'd noticed, I'm like, oh, we've got some left and we'll go for a while, but yeah, if you don't get any in the meantime, it's like, well, it just takes a few bad rolls and you're not getting any and then you're dead. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be a case of saving for this extra troop limit, get both of those, and then we'll probably go into the upgrades here. Mind you, maybe just before doing that, because they're very expensive, and they require these crystals. It might be worth getting some new advisors maybe, and advisor slots. Might be worth our while. We'll have to see. For now though, thank you very much for watching. This has been The King is Watching, and I hope I'm happy to have you have been watching, and I will see you next time where we'll give it another go. Hopefully we'll beat this first, what would you call it, first ascendancy run, but yeah, we'll give it another go. I'll see you then.